All right, this is for the sign of Taurus for the year 2022, and it's an overall astro wheel of the year. Excuse me. All right, and this is good for your house that Taurus falls in, and if you're Sun, Moon, Rising. So, let's see. This year you're going to be making a lot of choices about you, your life, and yourself, your physical body. I'm getting the feeling that some of you are going to make choices about personal grooming decisions, like, say, for example, tattoos. I see that here. I also see choices that have to do with love of yourself. So anything that would be like a Venusian or Gemini type thing with your body. So there's a duality to this, so it'd be two. So like two piercings of the ears. I also see something that may wrap around somebody's arm. So look at that's where the tattoo thing came in. I really feel like in terms of your finances, you're going to be working diligently on getting those together, trying to create some stability in your life. And you are going to be showcasing a new skill or talent that you've been working on, that you really care about. And you may be doing this in hopes of people recognizing it, but I think that predominantly it's something that you enjoy, that you can do alone. In terms of your immediate environment, trips, local trips, things that you like, neighbors and friends, not friends, neighbors and siblings, there's going to be some kind of new beginning there. I see the beginning of traveling abroad for you. Maybe it's the first time you've ever traveled abroad. I feel like this year you will, Taurus, you will travel abroad. Many of you will. And I also see that you'll be starting something new that has to do with your neighborhood, or maybe you'll get a new neighbor. Somebody who's pretty intellectual, a little bit of different energy than you, but still seems like they're a true person. You also might be speaking your truth more this year. It is going to be a year of many emotional things coming to the surface. Lots of psychic downloads, if you want to talk about it in a woo-woo way. It will be a year of secrets coming out for you, whether that's your secrets or people around you's secrets. There will be lots of things that come up. And what I'm getting from this overall energy of your year is like secret agendas. You'll be able to understand what people are getting at, like where they're coming from, what are their motivations that they're trying to keep from you. At home, I see you having a lot of balance between your home and your work life. And I also see that you might be taking in a sibling this year, some of you. Um, might be actually inviting them into the home to live there with you. I think that in the past, in your past, you've had a lot of, peace and fairness in the home, and you're looking maybe to add somebody else to the mix that might be a good match for you. You might have good homeostasis, as we'll say. In terms of your and also, excuse me, there is a need to maybe do things a little bit out of the box if you're going to be working from home. That's another thing. You might have to really, really expand and brainstorm ideas of making money from home this year that will help you get your financial situation in order more. And in terms of your creative projects and love life and investments, gambling, and fun things, I see some, if it's love, it's a person of the past that you've been, hanging out with or reminiscing about. It's very well that you could potentially have a serious relationship with this person, but I think you're thinking more about yourself right now, and you're making choices about yourself in your own life and dealing with the hidden agendas of others and figuring those out more than love this year. But it's very possible that there would be a romantic situation that would come into play from the past, and that it would make you very happy, and leave you feeling pretty smug about it, or at least your partner might be feeling that way. But lots of things from the past will be coming up, and destined karmic things. I think that if you went to a past place and you gambled, you might win some money. I wouldn't gamble a lot. Don't take my word for it. But I think that that's something that's coming through here for me. I see that there could be a gift from a lover. Strange enough, a clock. I'm getting a clock from this. You might be like, what? But, it could be a nice clock. I also see, like, if you gambled, it's very possible you could win a gift or something, even if it's like silly, like a carnival, and you're playing a game, and you'll probably win something there. And the fifth house, Aquarius, that time's coming up right around the corner. So in the fifth month, let's see, May. So this will probably happen in May or the time of Aquarius, this gambling thing. Anyway, so, and anybody you reconnect with from the past is totally a karmic and destined thing. So new friends for sure, like new friends that actually are from your past, that you weren't friends with before. Now you may become friends and really hit it off. In your day-to-day life, I'm seeing like I said, you're financially trying to build stability. I think you're looking for the next step in being able to figure out how to do that. And you, in terms of work, I think some of you, I'm getting mail. I'm getting, like, maybe you work for the post office, some of you. receiving shipments, anything to do with shipments. Also, you could be a little bit bored at parts of this year. And you might be like wondering what to do to fill your time with. And I feel like it's coming. Whatever you'll find something else to fill your time to build this. You might be waiting for another person. Like I said, with the sibling moving in, maybe just waiting for them to get there. Might take a little longer than you anticipate. Or and also with your physical body. Sorry, I'm going to change the subject a little bit. With your physical body, be careful of your hearing. I'm getting that. Like, if you have any hearing issues this year, I would go to the doctor and get those checked out. It's just a random thing I see. All right. And then I'll go to how others are in your life, your relationships with others. I think that other than the secret hidden agendas that might cause some arguments, or, you know, a lack of understanding of other people's motives or why they're angry, I think that our intentions, I think that there's going to be a lot of happiness in relationships this year. And I can see that it's stemming from the love that you share with the people that are in your life. And you're feeling pretty, like that's kind of like a wish come true. And this love from that I was talking about very well could be that wish come true from the past. I see that privacy is going to be a big thing this year. What's hidden coming out for other people maybe, or you. And that you're going to want your alone time. Like, it's going to be something that others might be a little more demanding of you or your time, and you're going to want to spend it with your animals. You may very well be getting a new animal as well this year. Definitely see something that flies. Some of you have exotic pet taste, and that would be something here. You're going to be spending a lot of time alone doing your craft, your trade, your hobby, whatever you do. And you're going to be enjoying it and kind of, you might even focus on something to do with like, putting it up in your home and enjoying it yourself. And I think others, you might be more independently focused, especially with finances. So you may feel that you don't need others' resources right at this time. Even though you want more stability in your life, you're pretty solid in terms of not needing other people's help or financial assistance. I feel like maybe it's more of you're looking to share what you have already with somebody else. And that's going to be a focus. You might also get downloads, like psychic downloads, when you're alone and kind of tucked away from everybody else and just doing something that's routine, maybe like the craft or hobby that you're working on. Very well could be to do with that. I feel that you are And if there's anything in private that you are doing that you don't want secret, or that you don't want to come to the surface, I'd really make sure that so like alone time, make sure that you're alone. Like lock your door. Don't just because there is this element of other people, and they might be trying to peek in and see what you're up to. I do feel like others may need your resources at this time. Or maybe you'll be teaching them a valuable skill that you've just started to master. So you'll be paying it forward in that way. There is a definite trip this year for you. You are definitely going to travel somewhere, and it might very well be out of your own country. I see long-term goals that you've wanted for a long time, especially one of them will be completed, something that's taken years for you to get to. And yeah, it's just you're starting a whole new cycle in ninth house matters. So traveling, maybe you've always wanted to travel the world and you've been waiting for your whole lifetime, and you finally get on a plane and go. Maybe you've been in school for forever, and finally you complete it and you finish it this year in 2022. You've wanted to go to school forever. You start going to school, and it's a very happy victory for you. At work, there could be some trouble at work. People not being forward about being very underhanded is what I'm getting. Underhanded, maybe dumping their workload on you, you not knowing the better, taking advantage of your time, your money, your, any resources that you have. You're working hard this year. You really got your head down. And your personal time, you're working hard on your own side hustle. And at work, you're working hard. Some of you may very well be journalists or writers. Be careful of people stealing your ideas. That's a big thing here. It's just like a very deceptive and manipulative energy that comes in around there. But you're totally in the right, and whatever situation this is, if it does happen, there will be justice for you. There will be balance. This might be the secret, that's the hidden agenda or hidden arguments that come to the surface. And if there is court involved, I see it being fair, and there is a victory here over things in the past. So definitely, and especially your creative projects, it seems like you're very gifted, and you've had these gifts since childhood as well. So and you're going back to doing things that you love to do in childhood. That might be the hobby that you're starting. All right, and now I see friendships will be like, it'll be really great or it won't be. You'll definitely know who your friends are this year. There won't be any question about it. They'll either be team Taurus or they'll be nowhere to be found. So and it's very destined. So all of this is meant to happen. The people that are supposed to be in your life, you might be doing some kind of helping, something humanitarian. You might volunteer at some point during the year doing something. I see like some service that's being provided. Maybe that's what you're going to fill your day-to-day time with when you're not working. You might actually start volunteering somewhere. And it may have to do with animals. You have a lot of animals in this reading. So I like that. It's good. It's nice. Fur babies are nice. Okay, let's go to the 12th house. This is the house that's been giving me the most trouble with this reading. I feel like you might be waiting on results from a doctor, from just a test, and it seems like they're giving you a call. They're ringing a bell here. And you might not like all the news, but I feel like it's totally, what do you call it? Immature news. Like it's not anything you should be getting worried about. You might want to just get a second opinion if you don't like what the doctor says, because doctors aren't always right. I would trust a medical professional over my own medical advice, but I also know that I've gone to a doctor and had them misdiagnose me before, so it happens. People are human, and you could just, your health is the most important thing, so I would get a second opinion, or I would just not stress over something that, you're just like, oh my gosh, because most likely the news will be minute, if not anything at all. I also see that you might have somebody, and this might be the person that you work with. If you work in any kind of field that's has to do with spirituality, anything that's like music music, definitely music. You might have somebody who's super narcissistic and manipulative that you deal with. I just would be cautious about anything you're learning from this person, or any information that they're feeding you. And I see a little bit of breadcrumbing here. So don't let people walk all over you. This person's just looking out for number one, it seems. It's also, I'm seeing an instrument. So I'm also seeing like you could very well start to learn how to play an instrument, and it might be the drums or anything that you use some type of stick to do. So like, violin, any stringed instrument, banjo, the tambourine, and you might not feel that you're that good at it right away, but it seems like you just need to kind of get a little bit more comfortable with it first. Like it's not going to be, some people learn things, they just have a natural proclivity to it. Tarot was one of those things that I did not have a natural proclivity to. I had to actually really learn it. Took a long time to get in touch with that. Still learning. It's a lifelong thing. So if you love something, then just keep plugging away at it. It'll eventually come to you. This also could be finding out learning something about somebody you care about, or that's been a role model figure in your life, and realizing that they aren't all that in a bag of chips, and it being kind of an upsetting thing. So overall, I see good luck in relationships. Work, might be some injustice there. Don't worry, that will balance itself out. I see relationships from the past coming back in, friends from the past coming back in, potential lotto wins for some of you, and starting being victorious and independent. I feel like you are just winning. You're going to take a trip. You're completing this big cycle with some kind of religious, philosophical, belief system. You're completing something major in terms of expansion in your life, which, whether that be global expansion, definitely school comes into play. So some kind of learning. You might be completing learning something, feeling comfortable showcasing it to the world, feeling pretty independent and not needing others. You might be making money from watching other people's pets. That's another random thing that's coming to play. Okay. All right. So you have a great 2022, and I will see you next month. Bye, Taurus.